Ex-Radio 1 DJ Mark Page has been found guilty by a jury of trying to arrange sex with children in the Philippines. The former Middlesbrough FC match announcer, 63, denied 5 counts of arranging the commission of a child sex offence, but today a jury found him guilty of 4 of those counts. They found him innocent on 1 count, where it was alleged he intended for someone to expose their genitalia over webcam. The divorced father of 3, of Ingleby Barwick, Deeside, committed the offences via a webcam linking his home to the Philippines, and when he had travelled to that country, which he visited regularly for business reasons, the court heard. Throughout the trial, which started last Monday, Page argued that his accounts had been hacked, and various people had access to them. However, DS Stephen Rooks, who investigated the case, said there was no evidence Page's emails were hacked, and a digital investigator for Cleveland police said the same thing about the DJ's accounts. At the start of the trial, Joe Kidd, prosecuting, told jurors, he used charity and business as a cover to meet underage people in order to meet them for sex. The court was told Page had bargained down the price to have a 13-year-old boy involved, saying in a message $3K too much for him, later making a payment of 2,000 Philippine pesos, about £30. Facebook monitors raised concerns about messages which exploited children which were sent to a charity that protects young people. The charity contacted UK law enforcement, and Cleveland police carried out a search warrant at Page's home in January 2020. Officers seized his phone, tablet and a computer tower, which were analyzed, and the Crown said that showed Page had been in contact with children in the Philippines and had arranged payments by money transfers. In her closing speech to the jury, Joe Kidd, for the prosecution, said being highly regarded by friends and family, and conducting charity work, did not mean Page was incapable of these offences. She said, "Some of you may be old enough to remember Jim'll Fix It. You will remember watching it say, knockout. You will remember reveling in the size of Gary Glitter's shoes. They were people who were spoken highly of, even people who were knighted by the Queen." Ms. Kidd continued, "I am not saying this on the basis that just because Mr. Page was a Radio 1 DJ, that it makes him guilty of these offences. But it is worth noting, when one puts on a public face, when one carries out charity work, it does not mean the underbelly of their sexual depravity is not real." In the early and mid-1980s, Page presented the BBC Radio 1 early weekend breakfast show. In later years he was granted a license to run a station to broadcast to British garrisons.